Welcome back, everybody, to a frustrating start to a live stream here. You've just got to love technology, let me tell you. So, was not planning on being upstairs tonight. By the way, it's October 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, a lot of people watch our recorded live streams and think they're live. We'll still absolutely respond to your comment, but, 5 p.m. Eastern is when we're live. So we've been outside and I've been fighting with my laptop for the last 30 to 45 minutes. And we had a really nice live stream set up out there. Tiffany's had a really nice meal. The lighting's good. We just finally invested several $100s in studio lighting. Had that set up out there. Was getting ready to show that off. Had perfect lighting outside. Was going to actually try to give you all really
professional.
Yeah. Just going to try to give you a really nice live stream. And my laptop no longer is recognizing our microphones and audio input. And it forced update. It did like 3 forced updates this week. It wouldn't even let me shut it down without doing it. It gave me no option to shut down without accepting the updates. And all of a sudden, audio doesn't work. So I'm assuming that's the problem. I tried to quickly upload or update my audio drivers and make it to where the live stream would be outside, but did not work. So I'll fight with the laptop later on. Hopefully it's not a damaged problem. Hopefully it's just one of these updates has caused me an issue.
We've had continual problems with that laptop, it seems like.
Well, no, not really. That
just
laptop,
all the updating and
it updates literally every week, several times a week. I don't know that I'll ever buy another Dell, which it's Windows updates. But for some reason, this nice editing laptop that I'm on with a Windows program doesn't update as often as my laptop. And this is just a big, tower PC. Anyways, I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. Who knows? We'll just yak and talk tonight. We had a really nice meal. It's actually sitting out there. We're going to have to cook it after the live stream. Yeah. We had nice lighting. I wanted to show off. It was going to be a fun live stream, I thought. But now we can't do that. At least we were able to rush upstairs to a second computer that actually is working right now. And hopefully y'all can see and hear us. I should have asked that. But I tried 2 sets of microphones, wireless mics and all, and no go. So something's going on with the laptop. Do you mind turning that fan on low?
Yeah.
I'm a little warm.
I bet you are.
You can see my blood pressure's up, which I've got a red light on over here, a neon sign, so I'm not that red. But my blood pressure's up because I am aggravated. So we'll just go through some questions tonight. Who knows? Could be fun. Might not be. Yeah, I think that's on low. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that fan, but I'm a bit flustered right now. I hate
lighten up the mood, Andrew.
Listen, I hate technology. I love technology. I love electronics and all. I have never been a computer person. I hate PC stuff with a passion, but it's a huge part of my life. I know Mr. Jim. I don't know if he watches our live streams. He tries to help me with computer stuff all the time, and he'll send me emails this long with stuff that makes my head explode. And I just have to quit reading because PC stuff drives me insane. And it's because of problems like this. It works great, and then it doesn't. Then it works great, and then there's an update. It's always something. So let's go through, start catching some comments, and I guess we're just going to yak for a little bit tonight. By the way, I'm going to mention this probably 3 times tonight. There will be no live stream next weekend. So we're going to have some company here. Right. It's supposed to be gorgeous weather next weekend, and I'm going to do something
supposed to be nice.
I never do. I'm actually going to force myself to try to take a couple of days off and relax, and I feel like I need it after it tonight. It's supposed to be awesome, amazing weather. I'm talking we may get in the 30s here, but it's going to be like 40s, 60s. We're always colder than they claim. I think we may see a day or two in the 30s, which is rare for Florida at the end of October, 1st of November. So I'm going to do some hunting. We're going to watch some football. We're going to do some grilling out cooking, and we're going to have some company come stay, over here with us as well. So we are going to cancel next week's live stream, and I'm going to try my best to take 2 days off. Something I haven't done in forever.
Let's see how that goes.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to enjoy myself for 2 days, including Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to, like I said, have some people over with us as well. So no live stream next weekend. Please remind me to say that throughout the middle and the end for people that jump on late. All right. A lot of talking. I can tell my blood pressure's up.
And we have to do a members live stream.
We will do one this week. Yes. So, and actually we have we've got some, who knows? We could get into some of it tonight, but we've got some special stuff to share for our members only live stream. Typically we do that. So we will do that. What you think? Like maybe Thursday night?
Well, we got Halloween. So
when is that? That's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah. So a lot of things go on. I don't know. It's up to you
Try
whether
for
or not
well,
Wednesday
hang on. We got crazy weather and other stuff this week. I really kind of need it to be Thursday. I got a crazy day Wednesday.
Whatever.
Y'all, is Thursday okay for members on the live stream? Those of y'all that are members, or any of y'all doing trick or treat early for some odd reason, it would make more sense that it's going to be on a Friday night if you do your Halloween stuff. So I'm thinking at the moment Thursday night we'll do our members only live stream. Let's do it. We're going to do it later. Let's do it at 7 p.m. because we need to let everybody get off of work, get home. I understand some of y'all live over on the West Coast, and that still doesn't work out great, but we'll do that. I will have some stuff to share on that one. Some really cool stuff going on behind the scenes. Don't worry, everybody's going to get to see it eventually. We don't hide stuff just for members, but we do give them sneak peeks and early stuff. We got some really cool stuff to share. There's a lot going on. I mean, a heck of a lot going on. So some good news. All right, let me go through these comments.
Relax.
I'm telling you, my blood pressure's through the roof.
It's okay.
Computer's driving me crazy. All right, thank you, Andrew and Sankey. We can see and hear you good. You've heard 5 minutes of rambling, so I guess you can. All right. I don't recognize you. I can't read your name. I'm assuming you're from the Middle East, but welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, nice to see a new face on here. And by the way, if anybody else is new on here, please let us know. So welcome. We love seeing new faces and new people here. I wish it would translate your name for me. That would be awesome. But welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Sorry, been a bunch of rambling. We're not having a good night tonight. Stuff is not working out well for us. As Lance said, Microsoft hates us. Sometimes it seems like it. Forced updates and everything else. All right. Yes, everybody is whining and complaining about technology. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I absolutely love it. I'd rather be having the technology than playing with sticks and stones. But sometimes it's a thorn in our side. Miss Lee, what are you doing on here? You're supposed to still be on a very long cruise.
She is.
So
she is.
I've been chatting.
She missed us.
Yeah, I've been chatting with Miss Lee this week. She is. I won't spoil or tell everybody all your personal business, but she is cruising somewhere very, very cold. And no, it's not Alaska.
I'm pretty sure she just gave an update. I can't remember.
Okay, well, she might have told. I didn't want to spill all of her personal business here. All right, so they said, tell us what's for dinner anyway. So here's what we're going to have that you're not going to see. And it was my request.
Yeah, I asked Andrew because I need ideas sometimes. And I cleaned out the garden bed and got rid of all the pepper plants this week. So we got a whole sack of peppers that we need to eat. So he wanted Phillies. I don't keep bread around, which we don't eat bread typically. So we were just going to do Philly quesadillas tonight, which y'all have seen me do 100 times. But
and our quesadillas are the low carb keto ones. So people probably wondering like, well, that ain't no better.
Yep, no carb tortillas. Yep.
Yeah, we really try to stay away from the bread because back in the day we ate bread with every single meal. I kid you not. Like for probably 25 to 28 years of my life, I think I ate bread with every single meal, like, and typically pasta too. Oh boy. All right. So Cindy says, we love our TKCL tea, starting out with the famous Kelly's Oak Tree. Looking forward to ordering more.
Oh,
well,
cool.
We appreciate that, Cindy. And speaking of, we have got a bunch of new t-shirts that just showed up this week. You may not want some of the new t-shirts, but we've got some really
smart A shirts.
We've got some funny t-shirts, some comedy, because I can be a little bit of a smart A, she says, from time to time. We've worked on a ton of designs. I'm going to do a shirt of the month from here on out. We're not looking to strike it rich with merch. We never have, but we're just going to have some fun with this. Maybe y'all want some, maybe you don't. Some of these, there's no way y'all are going to order them because people would stop y'all in public like, what the heck does that mean? But I may order one for me just to have fun on the show. So we need to start having a little fun with all this. But we have.
And they turned out great.
They did.
Yeah.
We've got what? No, we just got 4 new designs.
We got 4. We got 1 more on the way for you. And then 1 on the way for me.
Yep. So we're going to have some fun with all this. And by the way, we have about 40 more shirt designs in mind. So we're covered for the next few years. We'll probably do a shirt of the month and then we'll pull it off our website because we don't want to junk it up with 100 different t-shirts. And if you want to order one, great. If you don't, totally fine. I'm just going to play around.
Andrew needed some new work attire.
I'm going to ruin these shirts anyways because all I wear is these gray shirts.
This was my way of getting him out of these gray shirts.
Well, soon all it's going to take is painting one time or welding one time with these new shirts, burning holes in them, and then I got to trash them.
Your work shirts.
But we're going to have some fun with some new stuff here. All right. So Mr. Roberts says the excavator grapple is working wonders on your trails. Great video. Oh my goodness, is it? Mr. Robert, I had no idea. I knew it was going to be helpful whenever we started kind of designing and work on this months ago. I had no idea how helpful that would be. That is quickly becoming my favorite excavator attachment. And I've always said my mower for the excavator was, this is such a huge helping hand, literally. I think this is my favorite excavator attachment. I cannot see you not having wooded property like us and not having one of those. Oh my goodness. It's amazing.
And you did the trail so fast. Well, the one trail.
Oh, yeah. That was our biggest section of trail. And it's hundreds and hundreds of yards of trail. I thought it was going to take me a few weeks going in there with a tractor and cutting and whatever. Literally like a couple days of work cleared out. I can seriously, I kid y'all not, go make some amazing money with that, should I ever want to in the future. Right now, we're going to keep focusing on social media, but if I ever got to start trailering this equipment and making money for storm cleanup or whatever, that will be my go-to, and I promise you that would be a moneymaker. But I don't want to do that every day in my life, even though I love it. I want to keep creating content and making different stuff for y'all. But, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. All right, Miss Lee says, don't know how long I'll have service. We may have already lost you because I've been yakking for a while. You're using that.
Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, cruise ship internet. Good luck with it. It works and then it doesn't. All right. So Bill says, any luck hunting 2 weeks ago? Mr. Bill, I've actually hunted more this year than I have the last 2 to 3 years combined. I have been forcing myself. I can't remember the last time I've slept in now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I've got up and went every single morning for the last 3 weeks. Yep. And then I went some afternoons, which is very rare. I hunt
most afternoons, yeah.
Now, well, typically we got a lot going on, but you did some things, and I've went out there. But I have seen a tremendous amount of deer. Problem is, I haven't seen any what we call shooter bucks. Anything that's legal, qualifies for our area, anything that I consider mature. Now we're still in doe season here. I could harvest a doe, and oh my goodness, we've got more than I even remotely realized. I need to harvest a few. We have too many deer. I mean, I set one afternoon, seen 10, set a couple afternoons, seen 8, all at the same time. So I know there was that many, not just what vanished and come back could have been the same deer. We have a lot going on. Problem is the rut's already kicked in here extra early for some odd reason. And I'm super excited, about the cool snap this week. So I really don't want to harvest the does right now because I have several scrapes in my food plot. The does are working them. I got them on camera. And I've already got young bucks chasing. I've been watching a lot of chasing this week. So I'm scared to harvest a doe that may be going to attract one of these neighboring big bucks that I keep getting on camera. I finally got a couple of shooters showing up. I think one got killed because he was coming every single night for 2 weeks, and then he's been gone a week. He could have found a hot doe, or I know some of y'all are listening to this going, what is this guy talking about? What's this redneck talking about? But long story short, I had another decent buck start showing up the last couple of nights. So I'm kind of excited. That's why I'm taking next weekend off. We're going to enjoy this cold snap, and I think things are about to go nuts around here. But I am planning on harvesting a couple of does before our doe season goes out, which is the end of November. We have the longest doe season I've ever had in my life. Yes, I want sausage and jerky. And we'll show some of that over on our outdoor channel. Mikey, I'm glad you said something because I was thinking about you earlier today. It says, do a video on cooking and lighting. Oh, I got what you're saying.
Thank you, Mikey.
I was like, what's he talking about? Oh, you mean go out and record after the fact. At that point, I'm done. I'm done for the day. So, Mikey, I have not forgotten about you with the test that you wanted me to run, with the things that you sent me. I have a massive project going on right now. Behind the scenes, I'm working on 7 days a week. But I have been using some of the stuff that you sent me, recording some footage for it. I'll do the testing when I can find time. So I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. We appreciate you. You're always sending us cool stuff and all. And he wanted me to do a video, which I think it's going to be a great video. But wait till you see what I'm working on that's eating up all my time. Oh, we've got one of the most exciting metalworking videos ever going to be coming soon. It's going to take me another week to finish it. I can't say no more. And unless you remember, I might spill the beans this week.
Oh, okay.
I've got a massive project going on. And then behind...
Teasing everybody.
Yeah, I know. I am teasing y'all. And then behind this, we've got another massive one-of-a-kind project. I can't say for sure there's 7 or 8 billion people on this planet. I don't think you've seen this before. but I got something I'm going to build. I've already got all the metal for it, and I'm trying to knock out a couple of huge projects, praying for something to go viral. We need another viral video. And then, you know, before we start potentially working on a house and all, which is going to tie us up for a year, but I want this channel to eventually get to all these fun, creative builds and then some homesteading stuff. Actually, I'm being honest with you. I want our other channel, the Kelly's Creations, to be about the massive, maybe several hour-long videos, building, just creating. Y'all need to check that channel out. I know I've only got a few videos over there, but I'm about to start back posting again, including what I'm working on right now. And then this channel is going to continue to be what it's always been about. Homestead stuff. We're going to add animals. We do equipment. We do firewood. We do house-related stuff. I don't think the big, massive builds quite fit here, if I'm being honest. We do too many things on this channel, and it's why we get such little views.
Got to organize that
for as many subscribers as we have. We do need to clean this up and organize it. So we're going to slowly start moving all the crazy build stuff and metalworking and woodworking stuff over to the creation channel, and then the Kelly's Country Life is going to be about what we always intended to be: the country life, the gardening, the animals, the house, yada yada, solar stuff like that. We'll figure it out as we go along. Some of y'all may not go to the new channel. Some of y'all may. Links in the description. Right now, there's no new fresh content on there, but in the next 2 weeks, there's going to be probably a several hour-long video over there. And I've been getting requests left and right from people saying, longer videos. That's the place you want to go to. I'm going to burn you out with long videos over there. I personally love watching several hour-long videos. Can't watch them all at the same time, but I might come back to it 5 times to finish it. Andrew Camerata is one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and typically his videos are 3 hours long, which I used to think was so stupid until I realized I love it. I absolutely love it. It may take me a week and a half to finish it, but I'll finish it. But Mikey, haven't forgot about you. Appreciate you so much. So Chris, yep, let's go ahead and talk about it. We do have some really, really good news to share. Getting very close. So any news on the fish camp? So the off-grid house build that we have bet big time on, we want this channel to really move in and focus on. We got some very exciting news. One, the big environmental company that we've been working with for months. And by the way, we've been collecting data and working with environmental engineers for a year now. Believe it or not, I had no idea it would take this long. They approved us. We got a permit. But our building department, local building department, requires us to go through that big company, which is part of Department of Environmental Protection, by the way, DEP. They want approval from them, and then they want us to notify actual DEP, which I also did last week. They gave us the thumbs up. They said, if you went with this other company, which is a sister company to DEP, and got approved by them, you're good to go with us, which lets you know how much hoops we've jumped through. Way more than we could ever imagine. Now, the last big company I have to deal with is the Army Corps of Engineers. It doesn't get much bigger than that. And I spoke with a lady there Friday who's reviewing our case and our permit. I can't foresee them wanting anything, but you never know. They could come back and give us horrible news, but I'm thinking they're going to tell us, just like DEP, no, you've covered all your, you've crossed your T's, you've dotted your I's. So we are down to the last huge government agency that has to give us the thumbs up. I hope we get a response this week, and then we can go to our local building department and just say, here's our plans, review it, let me know how big of a check you want, give me my permit, my final permit. So we have to do a big environmental house permit here, which we've been granted, and then we have to do our local building department permit, which requires us to go through all these big federal and government agencies. It's been a nightmare. Who would ever thought an 800-something square foot house would have required a year's worth of work? And I don't even want to tell y'all how much money, but we're in it now. We're stuck like Chuck. We got to move along with it. We need this series to work, but we finally got some good news. They could have told us. They could have told us no. And y'all, if I'm being honest with you, y'all watch the live stream because y'all want to get more personal details and ask questions like this. This is not necessarily the stuff we talk about on video, but we got absolutely blindsided last week with a gigantic environmental bill invoice that we were not prepared for, not expecting. I'm talking 8 to 10 times larger than what I had thought. Ruined our day.
It kind of dimmed the excitement of getting the permit, but thank goodness we got that the same day that we got our permit. So otherwise, we would have been like, okay, we might not even get approved, and we got to pay this.
Oh, y'all, we would have been in the hole so much if we hadn't got approved. That morning, we got blindsided, slapped in the face with one of the biggest invoices, which was probably one of the biggest invoices of the entire house build, even materials. The person did work with us. I appreciate them doing that, but I don't want to get too personal. It killed our spirits that morning. And somehow, by the grace of God, literally a few hours later, what we've been waiting on forever, we got the approval. So it kind of helped offset this just slap in the face that morning. So,
but unexpected things come whenever you're doing things like this. Yes. So we just have to just trust the process and
that's right.
Move forward.
Needless to say, I have been selling tons of stuff on eBay this week. Something I never do. I
guess it motivated you to do that.
I started tearing the shop apart and listing everything for sale on eBay and Facebook this week. I was like, I got to cover this daggone invoice. But it could have been so much worse, y'all. We could have got a no that day and that huge bill that we owed. And it could have been in the hole. I don't even want to tell y'all how much for this last year's worth of work. So at the end of the day, we're not complaining. We're thankful, but we want y'all to understand this whole process, because the whole reason for doing this house build was to make not only an awesome series that we think is going to make 100 plus videos, I'm praying, or I don't care if it's 50, but I want to make y'all some awesome content that should grow the channel, that should help pay for this. And at the same time, we've always told y'all, we want to explain this process for any of y'all that want to do this, want to be your own general contractor, or want to go after all these things yourself. And we want to share the good, the bad, the ugly, everything with you, the tears, the happiness, the laughter. That was kind of always the plan of this. So we need to share some of this stuff too. So I don't want to give people unrealistic goals for things. Sometimes it can be a bit easy to do that, but I do want people to know there's ups, downs, hardships to doing this, but there's a tremendous amount of money to save going after your own house. And for those of y'all that could care less about building your own house, you're still going to love the creative builds, the custom furniture, the off-grid stuff, the solar, everything else we're going to do. Otherwise, why the heck are you watching this channel? Obviously, you love that kind of stuff. So we're excited. We're in the home stretch. As long as Army Corps of Engineers doesn't give us a problem, I don't foresee that happening.
And I pray we hear from them this week.
Yes, then we can go up to our local building department, submit our plans, and cut them their check after they review it. And when we get an official building permit, we're going to have a huge celebration with y'all. And that also means we need to go over our house plans with y'all. We did that with the members a while back, but we will do an official video, or we'll do a premiere or something. We might actually do a premiere. We haven't done a premiere in a long time. That's a video. I
forgot we need to do that.
That's live with y'all. Or we'll do a special live stream. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll go over that in-depth house plan, show y'all exactly what's been approved, what we want to build. We've been nervous about sharing a lot of everybody because we just didn't know if we were going to get thumbs up or thumbs down. And there was 20 straight minutes of me talking about this, but it's going to be a huge project for the channel. All right. Since I'm talking so much, we're just going to have to cherry pick some comments here. Mr. Robert says, you've earned a break. Shame on me. Y'all actually inspired me. I think it was last week's live stream. Somebody asked, like, do you ever do anything for fun or go enjoy yourself? Right. And I was like, no, I think I went fishing twice this entire year, and I love fishing. Even bought property on a river. I just work 7 days a week. I'm just obsessed with work.
He needs to slow down.
When I seen how cold it's supposed to get next weekend, it got me so excited. I was like, taking the live stream off, taking 2 days. We're going to cook. We're going to invite some people over, and then I'm going to do some hunting and some relaxing. It's time.
I'm going to hold them to it.
It's going to be my weekend vacation right here. All right, and Lance, valid point. At least the trough and cold fronts keep you safe from a mean storm. You're not kidding, y'all. I mean, look at how close, what's that, hundreds of miles, 1,000 miles, I don't know what it is, but not far on the map when you look, between us and a monster hurricane just south of us right now, y'all. And these cold fronts whipping through, steering it away from Florida, thank goodness. But you know what that also means? My heart breaks for the people down there in Jamaica. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a major Cat 4 or 5 hurricane sitting on them. I can't imagine what we're going to see next week on the news.
And it doesn't hit tonight, like early morning hours.
Well, it's already raining on them now. I'm worried about them just getting catastrophic flooding, much less the winds, because it's just sitting there. And then Cuba, and then it goes across, I think, Turks and Caicos. Y'all, there's people down there. Doesn't matter if they're Americans or not. That's people. Well, my heart breaks for what they're about to go through. And a lot of these nations are poor nations. I can't imagine a major hurricane sitting like that. Normally, we experience major hurricanes that kind of whip on through, do their damage, but not just sit and sit and sit. So I am very nervous about what we're going to see on the news later this week. Luckily, this has been talked about for so long. I hope all those people have prepared as best they can. But when you're a tiny island nation sitting there like that, really you're trapped. What do you do? So, oh, goodness gracious. I just hope they all come out safe on the other side. Like I've always said, for those of us that, you know, are thankful that it misses us, that means it gets somebody else, unless it's a fish storm, and not going to be the case this time. All right, Dino says, good morning. What you mean good morning? It's afternoon here. Where you at, Dino? He says, missed last week traveling back to Sydney for a few days and then back to Tokyo. You seem to live in Sydney and Tokyo, but regardless, either place, you're still in the future. You're way ahead of us. And then, of course, he wants to know about the chickens.
Yeah, the chickens. They've been little escape artists today. They keep getting out.
I was wondering if you let them out. I looked out there. I was like, why is she letting all the new chickens out running around the yard?
I had to go out there and wrangle them back in. And yeah, they keep getting out. They keep finding holes. But I've been moving them around so they're eating grass and bugs. But I guess they decided that they wanted to get out there and do it again.
We're going to put shock collars on.
I don't know. I almost left them out. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I know, but I've still been seeing we got a bald eagle around here, a male and a female. And I actually, on Instagram today, I had a brief moment to watch some Instagram, and all I kept seeing was a bald eagle attacking chickens out in the field. I was like, that's going to happen here.
Yeah. My friend, she's almost lost all of her chickens to predators. So I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter where you live. They're going to
finally caught up on eggs. Dadgummit, I should have caged some eggs today.
Oh.
We got some to give away. Dadgummit.
Well, I already promised them to somebody. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I thought it was them. All right. Well, good. Give them to somebody, and then we'll give them some when we get some extras. We're getting a ton of eggs right now. All right. P to the B says, I keep wondering if renting a skid steer with a 4-steer mulcher. From up north, New Jersey. 4-street mulcher wouldn't be the best way to go down each row of all your trails. Not a bad idea. I'd have to see what those cost. Would make a cool video, but the video would never pay me back for what a rental would be. But I have always, and I mean always, dreamed of having one of those things, even just to rent. But to own one, it'll cost more than we'll have in the entire river house and everything else is what those things
Don't give them any ideas.
We can't right now. We'll literally build a house cheaper than one of those costs, and I'd rather have the house. It'll go up in value, if you know what I mean. But not a bad idea at the moment. Let's be honest. I'm blessed. I have some cool equipment here. Yeah, it's not big, gigantic equipment. I get it. Even if I got to cherry pick at it, just makes y'all a little more content. We have a little fun, right? That would be perfect. I could literally rent one for a single day and go blast through every trail I got and clean them up. But I need to get all the major trees and stuff out of the way first. Could we do that in the future? Possibly. I wish I could work a deal with like United Rentals or somebody just for the advertising they'd get. And, hey, let me just come pick up a piece and show it off and clean my property, and y'all get the awesome advertising out of it. I know there's a few channels that work some stuff like that with like their local companies. That'd be awesome. But like if it cost me $1,500 a day to rent it, I can't really justify it. $1,500 to buy me weeks worth of diesel here to run the equipment that I have. But not a bad idea. Something we could play around with in the future. I want to run one so bad. I've actually never in my life operated a skid steer. That's one of the last pieces of equipment I have not operated. All right, Miss Lee, who's probably gone by now because I am 13 minutes behind, says they're up in Quebec City. They were up there last Sunday, and they're going to end up all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. Well, everything she keeps sending me is freezing cold where she's at, so you need to hurry up and move on down.
Yeah, then you're going to be in Florida getting
Well, that's next Sunday. Ooh, that major hurricane's moving across.
It might be cooler down there next
weekend.
weekend.
I'm worried about the waves. Y'all need to actually delay your trip and not come until next weekend, because if a major hurricane moves
Very
across,
true.
it's going to push waves way up. I don't want y'all's boat going through that. Ooh, so I'm glad your trip's actually taking that long. All right, y'all. I got to start jumping around. Sorry, can't answer all the comments tonight because we've been yakking too much. Crystal says, "Looks like you've been ripping your hair out again." Yes, yes, I have. Okay. I'm reading. Going down, jumping around.
What?
Reading. That actually wasn't for me. I was like, oh, that's not for me. Dino says you need to do a picture of Andrew doing a belly flop t-shirt with my gut and all hanging out. It may stop people requesting you to do so. Not a bad idea, Dino. Well, as of right now, winter time is what's going to stop y'all requesting that. Mikey, rub it in my face, buddy. He says, I already harvested 3 does and 1 buck. Good old Tennessee. I know.
Nice.
Y'all got tons of deer, and y'all have a super, super easy season just with a liberal limit right there. I wish we had that, but blessed to have what I have, no doubt. But I'm happy for you. Plus, you got 300 something acres to run around on. Must be nice. Maybe one day. Oh, I can't answer that one right there.
Yeah,
I certainly can't answer that one.
I saw it.
We'll answer that one later. I'm
Yeah.
just going to have to let y'all wonder what comment I'm skipping over, but can't do it, somebody. Y'all, not that it was rude. It was actually a really good comment. We'll be answering it at a later time. Crystal, appreciate you so much. Have you seen the new mini battery operated rototillers? Perfect for you. I have not, but that doesn't surprise me. You just talking about like the little, I've got a little gas powered one that I was given that didn't run, put a $20 carb in it, and boom, I got me a tiller. But I'm assuming you mean the little ones that like you can put in a raised bed garden or something that's got the little tines about this wide that jumps around and drives itself. I have seen those. Heck, I think DeWalt makes one. There's several companies that do actually, but I do have a gas powered one. And if we ever get out there in that jungle of a garden, I need to use my little rototiller.
I'm scared of how many snakes are out there.
Maybe not this time of year,
but
I need to use my little rototiller to actually till those beds up. We got to do a tremendous amount of garden work here coming up.
Yeah. But I did plant my raised beds up here. I planted 3 raised beds. I did broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. Yeah.
Auburn, valid point. Good luck with the Army Corps of Engineers. Hopefully the government shutdown doesn't slow it down. Well, they did call me last week.
Interesting.
I didn't think about that, but they called me Friday.
Somebody's still answering the phone.
Yeah, somebody's working on it because I had to leave them a message, and they said they had to look at it and let me know. So thus far, all good, and it could help us. I don't foresee that hurting us. Oh, Miss Lee, I hope you're still on. I'm so far behind. So sorry. House fun.
Let's see, she is.
Thank you, Miss Lee. We
Thank you, Miss
Lee. Actually, you're helping pay one of our mini engineers. You're helping pay their bill. Thank you. We're gonna forward that, pass it along.
Thank you so much, Miss Lee.
We appreciate you. Yeah, she says donation from a cruise ship at sea. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We don't expect it, but you've been so kind and good to us. So Tripping says, I have seen several items you posted on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, it's crazy that it notifies everybody. I kind of wish I'd turn that off a little, but I don't really know how. I'm not a Facebook guy. Good luck you don't follow me on eBay because
somebody's asking for your eBay handle so that they can get on there and shop your eBay.
I don't even remember what it is.
Yeah.
It's Metal as Art 84, I think. It's weird. I used to do some metalworking art way back in the day and sell on eBay, so I had that name. But needless to say, I've had a lot of spare like EcoFlow stuff and all from doing the demos and all, so I put a lot of that on there. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot that I'm keeping that's very important to me. Actually, I just did a very nice, cool solar build project that's going to post this Tuesday. You are going to get a kick out of Tuesday's video. Please leave me a comment, good or bad. I don't really care. I beg people to troll me in this video. We're going to start having a little fun moving forward. Tuesday's video is going to perk some interest.
Dang, I wish you would have had your shirt for that video.
I know. Don't worry. We're going to have plenty of opportunities moving forward.
Dang, you almost need to do a thumbnail with the shirt on.
It took me forever to edit that video. I'm not going to slip a shirt promo in it. Today's video is sponsored by our merchandise.
It's perfect.
So yeah, I've been selling a lot of stuff. I needed to clean the shop out anyways. I do get a lot of stuff to demo. I guess that's a perk of the job, and I've never actually really sold much in the past. I always hang on to it because
Or give it away.
I use the stuff, or actually I do give a lot of stuff away to people that actually need it or will use it. That's what I typically do. But when we got hit with that massive bill last week, I was like, I think I'm going to sell a few things.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little money back in the bank account.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, quite a bit of it's actually already sold, but I do have quite a few more things on there, and we'll be slipping some more stuff on there. But I think that's what it is. Metal is Art 84. I didn't realize you could actually follow people on eBay, but I guess you can. Oh, yeah, there's Auburn Aviator asking for it right there. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know. I haven't been on eBay in like 15 years. I had to redo my password and everything. I couldn't remember my login or nothing. All right. Julie says, missed the new time last week. Almost missed this week. Hunter just got a nice 8-point. I wish I lived near you, Julie. I'd love to lease your property because I haven't got a single buck here, but I'm happy your Hunter did. And sorry you missed us, but yeah, it's going to be 5 p.m. from here on out. Other than
members only.
Yeah, I see you're not a member, but other than members this week, we're going to do it 7 p.m. Let everybody get home from work. Oh my goodness, Crystal, are you serious? They said 40 inches of rain in Jamaica. That's what makes me so nervous. That is catastrophic, and it's mountainous and hilly and everything else. Those homes are not built to the code that ours are. I mean, it's just the nature of that. 40 inches of rain is biblical, y'all. That nobody can handle that. Not even here in the States. We get 12 inches of rain in a tropical storm, and it's just historic flooding. Look what happened all up in the Carolina mountains that didn't get anywhere near 40 inches, if I remember correctly. Would they get like 24 inches? They're not going to be able to handle that. Y'all, this is just going to be insane. I haven't seen that forecast. I pray that's not correct. But when I did look at the track this morning, it goes directly over Jamaica, I think, as a Cat 4, and it's moving super slow. That is not going to be good. That's going to be just insane. They can't handle that. Oh, my goodness. Keep those people in your thoughts and prayers. They're going to be going through so much. Lance, appreciate you. Sorry, way behind.
Thank you, Lance.
Gifted out 5 memberships. So congratulations to whoever got 5 memberships. Whether you wanted them or not, it's completely at random when people buy these. Appreciate y'all doing that. Next week, we're going to gift out some as well. Actually, no, we're not.
No, the following week.
Yeah. The following week, we're going to give some out because we're not. Good time to mention it. No live stream next Sunday. I'm being lazy for once. I'm taking a day off for work. I'm enjoying the cold snap. We're supposed to have a awesome weekend.
And Andrew has requested me to make pizza.
Yes, we're doing homemade pizza. We're watching football, and I'm going to go hunting at least 3 times is my plan. Okay, maybe 2 times. I want to try to make it 3 times. Taking the weekend off, something I never do. Because I'm going to enjoy that weather. We're going to have fires and everything else. But Lance gifted out membership, so you'll get access to a members-only live stream this week if you can make it. Plus, you're going to start seeing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff popping up over the next month because I'm already working on a massive project, teaser again, that I can't tell y'all about. But we'll start doing some sneak peeks to members this week, and then we'll slip some stuff out to everybody else. No, we don't make people pay for videos. All the videos are free, but we do slip some stuff out to members. I mean, we got to offer y'all something. We appreciate y'all so much for what you do. Okay. Oh, Julie says, here in Ohio this summer, forestry mulch rent was $3,500. That better not be for one day. If that's one day, that's insane. And that didn't even count the operator to run it. Oh, no. No. I'll be running my equipment. That better be for the week, I hope. I would think that's for the week. If that's for the day, I need to move to Ohio and start me a forestry mulching operator business because I'm going to make a killing. And I can lease your property and do the hunting on it.
Oh, my gosh. See how his brain works. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm a dude. So Bobby says, I'm going to love your grapple. You and me both. You can make it dance across the logs and sticks. Yeah. Problem is, as a couple viewers have mentioned, and I agree with them, it rotates way too fast. So the rotation is way quicker than the clamping for obvious reasons, just the way the hydraulics work. So I'm actually going to be doing a little video probably this week where I am going to figure out how to make what do we call this? Just a reducer, a flow restrictor. That's the words I'm looking for. To reduce the flow inside the connections that go to the rotator to slow it down. but still allow full flow to the clamping force where I want it. That's the only thing it needs. And it's still a beta prototype. I've already given this information back to the company. They know how to take care of it, but I've got a creative way to how to slow it down myself. They haven't even put this in production. That's the cool thing about it. They're letting me test, give feedback to their whole engineering team. They're not rushing this. I love that they're doing that. They're such a great company to work with. But thus far, it is working so good. I thought I'd be done Bennett by now. I've been abusing it, really have. And it's held up so good. I think they need to start soon focusing on putting it in production other than slowing the rotator down, which is very simple for them to do. Oh, I love that thing. Palmetto Outfitters. Buddy, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Good to chat with you.
While.
Appreciate you so much. And said, hope everyone's doing good. We are doing great. Hopefully you are as well. Hey, are you still doing the lineman stuff? You going down to Jamaica to do hurricane work? I bet you not, are you? Probably way outside your jurisdiction, isn't it? So let's see what else we got here. Appreciate you again. Still got your hats and stuff, by the way.
Yeah, you wear them.
Don't have your tumblers anymore because the paint, I think the dishwasher burnt the paint off of them.
Probably wasn't dishwasher. I don't know.
All right. Let's see here. James, who just got recognized by YouTube for being a member for 30 months. Has it been that long?
I guess so.
Love you guys. Well, we love YouTube and
too.
love all y'all. Appreciate y'all so much, James. All right. Cindy says, question. What do you think about shipping containers for any storage or tiny home ideas? I was actually thinking about that the other day because on my Instagram again was a guy popping up somewhere up north saying shipping containers are as cheap as he's ever got them right now to sell to the public. So here is my thoughts on that. It depends on your jurisdiction and where you at, because we all watch YouTube and get these wonderful grandiose ideas to do a pole barn house or to do a shipping container house. And the reality is we're finding out a lot of y'all live in crazy jurisdictions to where you're never going to get a permit for that. Don't waste your money on a shipping container, because guess what? You're going to go to the building department, say, I'm about to build this. And they're going to say, tough luck. No, you're not. We're not going to approve it. Always check with them first. Now, when it comes to storage, what the heck can they tell you about that unless you live in some HOA community or some city that's got crazy rules?
It needs to have like the, what do you call it? The moisture control, because my sister had put all of her stuff in a container and it ruined everything in it.
Because it traps heat, especially in this state, traps heat, humidity, and if it's baking in the sun, it'd get 140 degrees in those things. So be very careful about that. Be ready to ventilate it, like she said. And if you're going to actually build a dwelling in it, before you ever order a shipping container, go talk to your local building department. They may say, absolutely not, want to approve it no matter what. Or they may say, as long as you'll get a residential engineer to stamp the plans and something we can read, it's on them. We approve you. Or you may live in certain parts of the country. A lot of people don't realize this. There's still piles of this country, and I wish we lived in some of these areas to where there is zero building restrictions. Maybe you might have to get a septic approved or your main meter hookup. But I have a lot of viewers from Arkansas and Alabama and crazy rural areas that there is no building permits. There's nothing to pull. And if you're in one of those areas, by all means, just get it properly engineered, start cutting walls and all out, put your beams and stuff in, because, well, you're taking out the structural integrity, but any decent engineer should be able to calculate those loads and stuff for you. That's the only advice I can give you. We sure have learned, as free as we think this country is, and it's still an amazing country to live in. We're blessed to live here. It's not as free as we think. A lot of people do the land of the fee joke for a reason. Yeah, we're finding it out right now. We're 13 months in, 12 or 13 months in on the river property. I don't even want to tell y'all how much money just in engineering, environmental, and red tape fees, and everybody going, gimme, gimme, gimme. I would have never thought that. And because we live out in the middle of nowhere, we're pretty relaxed here. I couldn't imagine being in other places. So check on your rules before you do that. All right, Walter's jumped on. Hello, Walter. I'm jumping around just catching random stuff, y'all, because I am late. No way I'm going to be able to catch all the comments tonight because I have been yakking and rambling. So Josh says, are you planning an aluminum build for the excavator or really test the laser welder? Negative. I don't want anything aluminum on heavy equipment. Aluminum, very lightweight, has its places, not very strong. I just can't foresee any aluminum ideas on my heavy equipment. But wish granted, I have just ordered some aluminum in, along with all the steel for another super secret project that I'm working on that I keep hinting about. And I do have an aluminum project coming up that I want to use the laser welder on. And it's going to be unique, different. Some may love it, some may, boring. But we are going to do an aluminum project for one of our pieces of equipment. It's just not heavy equipment. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm trying to remember what that is. The secret project.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't keep up with all of his ideas. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool, unique and different.
Gotcha.
So we do have some pretty cool projects coming. Can't spill the beans, y'all. All right. I'm reading. All right. Let's see here. All right, Sabine, I hope I'm saying that right. River Valley says, hey, you run a Solus, right? I do. Been running one for almost 2.5 years. I've run 2 of their models. So what do you think? Have you had any parts sent out to you? I saw a new version of the H24 Plus at the Equipment Expo last week. Comes with canopy, 3 sets of rear remotes. Okay, so that's a brand new model. I haven't even told nobody about that. I seen it at Moultrie. That's called the H24 Premium, if I remember correctly. Yep, they're coming out with a model that's got lights, Bluetooth speaker, canopy, all the remotes, everything you just mentioned. It's basically my model, which I thought was amazing, on steroids, even more stuff. What do I think about them? Love them. Here's the thing. Still need to grow their dealership network. I talked directly with the head of North American sales. I voiced all my concerns, my praises, everything with them. I love my little H24. One of my really close good friends bought my last one. I would not let my friend buy a tractor I thought was junk. He bought it. He owns it outright. I have the new H24 Plus. I am trying to own it myself. I have worked under a contract with them to demo. That's just part of the way this works. A lot of times you just give the equipment back, you swap it out. I don't want the H24 Plus to leave. I use the tractor all the time. I love the tractor. I really do. I am probably going to wind up owning that. I've kind of already been hinting around that the last year. I'm talking with them right now. I don't want the tractor to leave.
Oh, it's your tractor now?
No. Well, it's Tiffany's tractor. It's super easy to drive. Love the tractor. Great lifting capacity. I didn't realize how capable 24's tractor is. I used to make fun of compact tractors. Now it's the first one I jump on unless I need to go do high horsepower work. Then I'll get in my John Deere. But why go burn the extra fuel and all? I have had parts sent out to me. So I got to be careful what I say because sometimes I'm privy to stuff that I can't say. Needless to say, not only can you get parts from the dealer, you can get parts directly from Solus, and there's going to be some new exciting stuff coming to where it's going to be even easier to get parts. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to say something that's going to get me in trouble. I think I answered all your questions there. My biggest thing is, one, do you have a dealer close by? That's with any piece of equipment you buy. Are you going to be taken care of and serviced? Or 2, are you like me? You don't mind getting the parts in, service and doing the stuff yourself. You still get the full warranty. All that stuff is covered. And yes, you can order the parts in. So if you're in the category of, I don't really want to work on my tractor, you need to make sure you got a good dealer close by. They're building their network out. They're brand new to the United States. And I've told them that's one of their main focuses they got to work on. And I actually met a lot of their new sales team at the Moultrie Ag Expo that's going out, bringing on dealers. Plus, they just got several new models of tractors, EPA approved, released in the States, including the 75 horse, which I'm trying to get back on the property. The more tractors they have released, the more dealers are going to pick up because a dealer is going to be more excited about multiple models than a single model. That's kind of what's held them back. So if you need the service, find you a good dealer. I don't care what brand you go with. All right. I've always been open and honest about that. If you're willing to work on it yourself, yes, you can order the parts in online. It's about to get even easier. Hint, hint. I love the tractor. Mitsubishi Diesel. Those are well known. They're a huge company overseas. They're huge in Europe. Everybody thinks they're brand new. They're not. They're just new to the United States. So their tractors have been tested forever. I literally have been running their 2 H24s for 2.5 years. Neither one has ever went back to a mechanic shop. I've not had to do any major repairs, nothing like that. They just work. That's why I'm doing my best to own the one that's here and not ever let it leave, because I will jump on that tractor before I ever jump on my John Deere, unless I'm doing heavy work again. For trails and everything else, love the tractor. Oh, by the way, there's some new models will be coming out, which you've probably seen at that expo, because I've seen some at mine, and I know they had some of those models there. We'll be showing some of them in the future. We'll have some fun with that. Okay. Yes, Auburn, flow reducer. I was stumbling for words a minute ago, but I think I eventually got that word. All right. Yeah, Palmetto says, nope, won't be going to Jamaica for lineman's work. I didn't figure you would. All right, James, appreciate you so much. Sorry. Really, really behind. Actually, I'm catching up. He said, lumber for the river house. Oh, boy. That's going to be a fun right there. We appreciate you so much. Yep. So framing and lumber will realistically probably be, that'll probably be our biggest bill down there.
Especially the specialty beams we got to do.
Oh, yes. So our engineer, you know what they say about engineers? God, I hope our engineer doesn't watch us. Love you. Thank you for engineering the house. But we done paid you. We got our stamp plans now. You know what they say? Engineers over-engineer at your cost, plus all the new rules now, because our area got wiped out by multiple hurricanes. Well, they quickly revamped all the rules here. You got to build to such extreme wind loads and all. And our property, even our property right here, we're only 20 miles from the coast. I know it looks wooded and all, doesn't look like we're near the beach. But as the crow flies, straight line, 20 miles from the coast. Our other property, even closer. So we have to build to very strict wind loads. You should see the glue lamb beams in engineering that we put in this tiny little river house. I would have never in my life built to this. But those glue lamb beams are going to be thousands of dollars alone, dramatically increasing what we had budgeted for this. But what can we do? We're in it now, as they say. We didn't know the engineering and some of those stuff would be like that. But the good news is everything else, the roofing, the walls, all your basic framing, I've did it once. The HVAC, the electrical, I kind of know what to expect. I don't think there's going to be any more surprises. The laminated beams caught us off guard. The concrete foundation really caught us off guard, but it's going to be overbuilt. And the engineering caught us off guard. We kind of already know how to prepare for all that now because we're at the end of engineering. I'm not expecting no more major surprises.
Hopefully.
Knock on wood. With anything else, I think I know what to expect, but we'll see. But James, we appreciate you. I promise you, we done spent that. Thank you. You just helped another engineer out right there that engineered the lumber. We appreciate you so much. Auburn says, getting quiet must be getting close to an hour. Oh, everybody stopped. Yeah, I know. I somehow was 20 minutes behind. Now I'm toward the bottom. So
they were just listening.
They were. No, they probably all started clicking off because I had been rambling
falling
like
asleep.
Crazy. Yeah. So Auburn says North Carolina or California is getting a ton of storms, rain. So Cash is probably busy with work. I did talk. I reached out to Cash last week. Want to make sure our buddy was doing okay. Very swamped. Been getting a lot of call-ins, overtime stuff. Yeah, he's had a lot going on. We'll just leave it at that. But he's been doing a lot of railroad work and overtime work and all as well. Cash is doing fine. He'll be on when he can. He's another one of those guys that literally works 7 days a week. So not only does he work crazy long hours with the railroad, he works overtime with the railroad. He has to do call-ins with the railroad. And he does a fire prevention and service industry business on the side, doing fire lines, running excavators, running a crew. The guy works non-stop. He is a hustler. He just doesn't have time to jump on live streams much anymore. All right. P to the B. Oh, don't worry about that, man. He said my inquiry earlier about the forestry mulcher, certainly not taken away from the amazing equipment you have. You've been busy using and creating. Absolutely. No, I love ideas. If I felt like I could rent one and create enough content that would pay for it, not only is the rental a business expense for me, I could get a tremendous amount of work done. But if it's cool content and I felt like it'd pay me back, I love these ideas. Please give them to me. Problem is, with what that would cost to rent, because I would probably want it more than a day. I'd probably want to rent for a week. That'd be a few $1,000s. There's no way on earth the content I'd create probably wouldn't pay me a few $100s. Like I'd be in the hole so big. But it would be worth it if we had new property to clear, major clearing to do, because while I have some amazing equipment, something like that could go in 1 day and clear what would take me 2 weeks to clear what I have. Time is money. But I'm just don't have any big clearing projects right now that I could justify it. Maybe in the future, though. I'm always open to ideas. Y'all are not going to offend me or bother me at all with something. If you do, I'll just block you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, Auburn. Structural laminated beams aren't cheap. We know. I got them on my 40 by 40 shop. Stupid expensive. Yeah. Y'all wait till I'm literally going to have to lift them in on my excavator. It's not something you carry up a ladder. I have some of the thickest glue lamb beams you've ever seen, supporting an 880 square foot, basically tiny home. I would have thought a couple 2x12s with a piece of plywood in the middle would have been more than sufficient. That'd have been the way I would have built it. Oh, y'all wait till you see what we have.
Crazy.
The house ain't going nowhere. I can promise you that. I thought we was going to be able to put 8x8 posts down, wood posts, save some big money. No. We got to do concrete foundation, concrete pillars, block pillars, rebar reinforced, concrete field. Yeah, it's going to be built well. And y'all know me, I already overbuild stuff anyways, but our engineer really likes to overbuild.
They did it for you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But hey, once we get past that point, it's typical framing and other stuff, except we're going to be 20 foot in there. We're definitely going to have to rent some equipment for this job to do it safely, especially if it's just going to be me and you. We'll occasionally get a few friends in. Bob said, no, I'm still listening. Well, I've been yakking at now.
Well, I'm getting a little hungry.
I know. We actually spent an hour
with
no cooking or nothing.
I know.
So, Miles, what football teams do you like watching? Well, I did like watching FSU, but they have sure disappointed me this year. Now I remember why I quit watching football years ago. I started out this year strong. Oh, I was excited, screaming at the TV, yeah. And then it turned into, let's cut his TV off. Heck with football. I ain't watched him in a couple weeks.
Goodness.
But that's all right. It's okay. FSU's my main team, but I like watching all the good Southern teams. Alabama, Georgia, Gators. Trust me. And if I'm being honest, I like watching a lot of them to see if they lose. Miami, all them other ones. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have a Southern or a Florida team make it all the way. But I just like watching. I like watching any good game. If there's a lot of turnovers and crazy stuff going on, I love it. Big blowouts or just boring games, I don't care. But FSU's who I root for. With that said, I'll watch any good game.
And I just provide the food.
FSU.
I don't watch.
I don't know what's happened to FSU this year and last year. Goodness gracious. I've got back into football at a bad time. All right, we're going to grab one more comment, and then we are going to wrap this. It's not going to be that one because we just talked about it. Yes, FSU was this one last year. And then the year before was great and didn't work out. We can't. The 90s are gone. The late 90s, the Peter Work days and all those days they're gone. Okay. I guess it's going to be. Oh, we'll stop with this one right here. Trust me, I've thought about this because there's some channels I watch, like, was it Jesse Bolkinick, however you pronounce his name, that does this, that I really like, and Andrew Camerata. So final conversation for the night. Peter the Beast says, I know the skid steers aren't cheap. You could always buy a basket case, aka like a rundown hunk of junk, and create content refurbishing. Yes, and Farmcraft 101 does this too. Some of that stuff is highly successful. Just have so much stuff on my plate. Yeah. I don't think another project or a mechanicking project that could potentially cost a pile of money is on the plate right now. It would have to be almost free, because if there's one thing I learned, I've got my best friend. They have a big farm, they cattle farm, they chicken farm, and they got multiple properties, and they buy heavy equipment all the time. And if there's one thing I've learned from my friend, you can buy what's a killer deal and literally have a $10,000 hydraulic pump ruin your day. I can't risk those kinds of repairs.
No. If
there's one thing I've learned about hydraulic equipment, it can get expensive fast. Hydraulic pumps, wheel motors, any of that stuff. Oh my God. Or you buy something older. This is something he runs into all the time. They buy older equipment because typically it's very reliable, doesn't have the mission stuff on it. Oh, well, guess what? That valve assembly that you need, oh, they don't make it no more. If you can find it, it's $10,000, even though it was $1,000 new, because there's only 2 available. So I get very nervous about old equipment. Maybe in the future, I would like to tinker with that after we're done with house builds and big stuff. I do want the channel to eventually get toward homesteading, and then creation channel toward stuff in the shop, and that could include mechanicing and working on cool stuff like that. It's on my mind, trust me. But the older I get, the more achy my body gets, and the other stuff, I got to be careful with all these projects. I can't wait to see how I feel after this second house build. Who would ever thought that?
I like that one.
What's this? All right, one more comment, and then we got to go. Best get that girl of yours fed. Hangry Tiffany is not a shirt.
It's
you want to
a
add to your
real
retro-
thing. It's a real thing.
Hangry is 100% my wife. She can say I'm hungry at a get together or something. Okay, Belle, I got you.
That's
I could
your
literally
warning.
talk to somebody for 3 to 5 more minutes. That's too long. I'm hungry means, oh, I don't want to eat in 30 minutes to an hour. That means I want to eat now. I'm about to lose my beat. Get me out of here.
Yes.
That's a hangry woman right there.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Look
So
at her.
yeah, we might need to do a shirt. Yeah, I'm pretty hangry right now.
All right, y'all. I apologize. We did an upstairs live stream. I'm frustrated
No.
with the computer. I want to show off my new lighting and all
Hopefully
stuff.
we
and
get it fixed.
yeah, we'll get it fixed. Don't forget, no live stream next weekend. I'm being sorry, lazy. I'm quitting. I'm not working. I'm taking the day off. Gonna do a little hunting. Enjoy this cool snap.
You need it. You deserve it.
I do.
You do.
Some people might not think so, but I do. So taking next weekend off. We'll see y'all the following weekend, I think. And then we're going to start canceling on y'all a lot because of all the Thanksgivings and Christmases and everything else. Oh, wait a minute. We're not going to cancel that following weekend, are we? Hang on. So I'm talking about canceling there. Do we have something going on there?
I can't remember. You're in October anyways.
Nah, we don't have nothing there.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. We should be able to have a live stream that
Yeah.
following weekend. And then it gets crazy, y'all.
And we're doing our members only live stream Thursday at 7.
That's the plan right now.
Mhm.
Yes, I'll post that later in the week to lock it in for sure. Appreciate y'all so much. Good night. God bless.
Yes,
Thank you
have a
for all that
blessed
you do
week.
for us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. It means the world to us.
Yes, it does.
See y'all.
Good night.
Take care. Where's my mouse? There it is. Good night.